Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
It's another in our series of no-chill beers.
I thought you were a chill guy.
I don't know. I try. But it doesn't work. I'm not even pretending anymore.
You need to take a chill pills. That's what I'm saying. All right.
I've been saving that for a while. I have a
Only the
feeling.
last 3 minutes.
Okay, cheers.
Right. Cheers.
Let's sample before we talk about it. How about that?
Was haben wir hier? I think that's right.
Gesundheit.
Somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. That's from my high school German. Wow, that's really good. That's just what I needed after a long, hard day.
At Steve's Brew Shop.
At stevesbrewshop.com.
.com.
I placed an order with our friends from Imperial today.
Oh, yeah?
But in the headline, I wrote Yeats order.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get a bunch of poetry.
Get a couple of Grecian urns.
I'm going to... What is a Grecian urn?
I don't know. It fluctuates.
It's up and down with the market.
We should put a warning dad jokes
Yeah,
ahead.
well, you know.
This is a Belgian golden ale featuring a yeast from our friends at Imperial Organic Yeast. This is a no-chill beer. Well, let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
It is a 5-gallon batch, or 19 liters. I started off with 10 pounds, or 4.5 kilograms of German pills, 1 pound, or 450 grams of white wheat, malted white wheat.
Why are you saying it that way?
Wheaten. And I mashed it at an hour for 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 C. And I collected my wort. And at the beginning of the boil, I added 1 ounce or 28 grams of perlay. I had 8.7% alpha acid for 60 minutes. And then 15 minutes before the end of the boil, I added 1 pound or 450 grams of golden Candi syrup. It's been a while since I used Candi syrup. Thought this was appropriate for this Belgian beer. And then at the Flameout, I added half an ounce or 14 grams each of Galena at 16% alpha acid, Denali at 15.4% alpha acid, and Dorado, or as we say in Arkansas, El Dorado, at 12.8% alpha acid. And then right immediately after that, I racked the wort into my no-chill container and let it chill overnight. And then I racked that to my glass carboy. And a lot of people say, well, why don't you just go ahead and just pitch the yeast in the no-chill plastic container? And I think it would be messier, harder to clean that way. Plus, I like to look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I pitched Imperial B45 Bingo Gnome yeast.
Bingo was his name.
Oh. Original gravity 1059, final gravity 1009 for an ABV of 6.6%.
Nice.
Now this was an experiment in the no-chill series because I wanted to see what would happen if you put some of these big, high alpha acid, flavorful hops at the end of the boil and then shot it off into the no-chill. Would it retain any of that juicy hop character? These are hops from our hop sampler series on the audio podcast. So you might want to look into that if you're interested in how these hops tasted on their own.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Did it retain any of those juicy hop characters? Do you get any of that?
Yes. But I think it is not as pronounced as it might have been. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how long this has been in the keg.
I brewed it about 13 days ago.
Well, it's not very long.
So probably went into the keg. Well, it's only been in the keg probably a little over, like 10 days maybe.
All I can tell you out there in TV land is that the beer's delicious. And if you hadn't have, put it into my mind that the hop character might be depressed or suppressed somewhat, I would never have known that. The beer's delicious. But does it have that giant, I'm going to call it West Coast hop thing?
Or the New England
or
IPA
New England
thing. Pick a coast.
Pick a coast. Any coast. Not really. Not to me. But I wouldn't have expected it anyway in this beer. In the style.
Right.
So
I think also it's got this lovely gnome Belgian yeast, and Belgian yeasts are notorious for not accentuating, the hop character in the same way that, say, California ale yeast or something like that, something that's much more clean. So that may be a factor as well. It's just not as juicy of the hop characters as I expected. There is some in
there is.
But it melds well, I think, with the nice spicy character that the yeast gives. I think it's delicious. I think it's a really good beer, and it's been really hard for me not to drink it all before you before you came and did this show. I've been lifting up the keg. How much is left? Is there some left?
You got enough of that? Cue brother-in-law.
Inside brother-in-law joke.
Yeah. I can't pick out any one hop characteristic from these, and we have played with all these hops before. I've brewed with all of them.
El Dorado was our favorite in that series.
So I don't know. I do pick up some of that juicy, soft fruit, mango-ish kind of fruit out of it a little bit, or maybe soft bubblegum flavor just ever so slightly. But I don't know if there would have been more or not.
Now, we brewed on Big Brew Day in celebration of National Homebrew Day at your shop, Steve's Brew Shop.
Right.
.com. We brewed a no-chill beer, your Ozark Amber, and you have dry hopped it in the fermenter.
Right.
And so we hopefully in the future we'll be able to sample that.
Definitely. And I bottle conditioned it, so
okay,
it's just waiting for us to get back to it.
Right.
And actually, it's still bottle conditioning, so it's really not quite ready to drink, really.
But that would be a good experiment to taste. What dry hopping bring. I have a feeling that with no chill, if you really want to maintain that fresh, juicy, or piney or whatever character,
right,
that you'd be better off putting a bunch of hops in the fermenter. Or in the keg, or wherever you dry hop, in order to maintain that freshness.
I believe you're going to be right on that.
But one thing is that these are all high alpha acid hops. Well, Perle is 8.7, but 16%, 15.4. So that's a lot of alpha acid to be putting into the boil.
Oh boy, no kidding.
At the end.
Yeah.
But what I'm not getting in this beer is, really harsh bitterness.
No, it's very mild in that sense. So there is a good hop character to the beer, but it's not overpowering. I think it has a good hop presence. It just might not be quite as juicy and kind of in your face as you might have been looking for, or at least determining.
But it's not unbalanced and too
Not
bad.
at all. Not at all. I'd be very proud to have brewed this beer.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Break my arm. Well, that's it. It's fun to play with candy syrup again, every now and then.
Well, she's okay.
She's starring tonight.
She's at the 85 Club.
That's how old you have to be to get in.
Yeah.
Now, the mind goes places. So anyway, there you go. Super easy, super delicious. Try it yourself. It's a perfect summertime drinking beer. It's nice and super clear.
And you know what? It's dry enough. Some Goldens, famous Goldens, I think are just sweet. And I don't care much for them. I can drink one and I'm like, okay, that was nice. That was a pleasant trip down beer lane. But this is a beer that's very quaffable.
Yeah.
And you could drink enough of this to get in a bunch of trouble. So there you go. You could be at the 85 Club before you know it.
Watch your news headlines.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, James.
Happy brewing.
Happy brewing.
Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our Brewer's Logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com.
I really like Gnome.
It's good this time of year.
Yeah. It's warmer. It's not as cold as usual.